Hey everybody, it's Phil Evans with BayAreaLifestyle.com, and today we are back with Phil Caulfield, and today we're going to be talking about FHA and VA loans. Talk to us a little bit about what are some options that you offer that compare to an FHA loan or a VA loan. You know, we have 3.5% down for an FHA loan. We have 0% down possible for a VA loan. What if you, for some reason, don't like the costs that are associated with the mortgage insurance with an FHA loan, or you're not a service member in our military and you can't qualify for a VA loan? What do you do?
Yeah, well, there's a great alternative. We offer a program that's 3% down, up to $636,150 in basically I wouldn't say the whole Bay Area, but most of the Bay Area.
Okay.
And there's no PMI, so the borrower avoids that cost. Mm-hmm. The qualifier for this program, though, is that you qualify two different ways. Your income has to be less than 120% of the median for the county that you're interested in buying.
Okay.
Or the property has to be located in a designated census tract. And I have the information regarding what that median income is in each county. And I also have the information to get the targeted census tracts. So once again, if your income is over the 120% for the county, it doesn't mean you can't get the loan. It just means that you would have to buy the property in one of the targeted census tracts.
Okay, great. And so when we're talking about targeted census tracts, what does that mean exactly? Is that like certain neighborhoods that they want you to buy in, or how does that work?
Yeah, there's a list that the lender provides of targeted census tracts that they allow for income above the 120% of the county limit.
And with county limit, are we separating between condos, townhouses, and single family, or is it all just one general
Yeah, it's
cost?
just one. There's no difference between in the income limits for condo or single family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, so 3% down, no PMI. That's going to save you a bit. Is there any other costs involved? Sign-up fees or anything like that?
Just normal closing costs.
Okay.
Yeah, you pay for the appraisal up front, and all the other costs are paid for at closing.
What is usually a borrower what should they expect for average closing costs? It's like I've heard I think it's between 1% and 2%.
I think that's a good rule of thumb.
Okay.
Besides any points paid, because that's a borrower choice.
Mm-hmm.
But generally speaking, on a purchase, you're looking anywhere from 1% to 2%.
Okay.
Besides any points that are paid.
Yeah. Usually in our market here in the Bay Area, it's recommended that whatever cash you have, usually take about $15,000 of that and just have that set aside for closing costs. So if you think you have, say $50,000 in cash saved up for a down payment, you may not. You may have closer to $35,000 because 15 of that is probably going to go towards closing costs. Now, of course, that depends on the loan. It depends on your points. Depends on a lot of different factors. So you are going to need to talk with Phil about that. Get pre-approved, and then that'll give you a better idea. But just so you know, a lot of people do think that they have X in the bank account, but they forget about things like closing costs.
Right.
So yeah.
One thing our viewers here should know about, though, is that sellers can actually credit toward closing costs. Depending on the size of the down payment, it could be as much as 6% of the purchase price. So it's more difficult in this market when there's a seller's market. But on properties that have been sitting on the market for a while and the seller's motivated, the buyer might ask, okay, I'll give you X price, but I want you to pay X% toward my closing costs. So that's less cash out of hand for the buyer.
That's a great point. But the max is going to be
The max
for our
is
area.
still for
Is it
San Mateo,
636, 150?
basically for the Bay Area, 636, 150.
Okay. Now the good news is, if you are buying in the Bay Area, there are still a ton of options at 636 and below. Actually, you can subscribe to my newsletter monthly, and I send out a video that talks about each county's least expensive homes, and that's single-family homes, not condos, which are generally less expensive than single-family. But I let you know what is the least expensive homes for each county in the Bay Area. So subscribe to that if you'd like to know whether 636, and that's 636,000, just so you know, works for what you're looking for in the Bay Area. Phil, we have learned so much today. Thank you again for all your knowledge. Where can they reach you at, Phil?
My phone number is 650-222-0386, and my email, pcaulfield, that's PCAULFIELD, at guaranteemortgage.com.
Great. And I'm Phil Evans with BayAreaLifestyle.com of Keller Williams, and my information is below. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions whatsoever. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.